I'm Rainy Rider. Welcome to my show. I don't know why I should be surprised. I absolutely should not be surprised that I'm about to head to Tampa and it's gonna rain the whole way. So am I surprised? Not really. Would I rather not be in the rain all the way to Tampa? Probably. There's a few clear, so if you look that way, that's the way I need to go. That's what's coming. It's not too bad yet. So I might be able to do a quick change at home, throw everything on the bike, and get on the way and maybe stay in front of the rain the whole way. Or, most likely, I'll get home, shower, get shaved, get the stuff on the bike, and then it will rain the whole way down. It's going to be one or the other. Can't be both. Hopefully, hopefully it's not the one I think it's going to be. Either way, all right, I'm on vacation. Officially, I've punched out of work on the way home. And gotta change out real quick, throw all this crap on the bike, and go. A lot of people were asking why I didn't just bring all my stuff to work and leave from there. Well, that's an easy answer. Because most things I still need to shave and I want to get cleaned up before I get on the road for 14 hours. I may stop somewhere along the way. I will probably, if I can make good time, it's 10 o'clock now local. If I can make good time, I will get to the La Quinta down in Tipton, Georgia, about like 7 or 8 tonight, hopefully. Kind of feeling now I should have left straight from work. Is what it is, right, y'all? Well, the sky's almost blue again. That's something. And it's not pouring on me now. I'm just getting some remnants, which means all that trouble I went through to ride through the rain to wash the bike, now I'm just getting mud back up on it. Is what it is. I guess I gotta find another rainstorm. Alright, so I've made it out of it. If you can look to my north, it's still awful black over there. Ahead of me is not too bad. If you look to the south, I can't see the trees, but it's really blue and white clouds, like fluffy clouds over there. So I just want to ride a little further and make sure I get some distance put between me and them clouds before I stop for gas and get my phone back out where I can charge it. I was at work today and for some reason my phone died while I was at work, so I got it in my pocket right now on a battery, on a battery box. So as soon as I can get somewhere up front here, I'll remount that and actually mount it and get it charging. But yeah, once I popped out of Tupelo, yeah, all of a sudden it's warm, like really warm, like really warm. So if you don't know, if you're going down 78 coming out of Memphis, right before you get to Tupelo, there's a big valley. And it's always about 10-15 degrees cooler in that valley than it is in Memphis or in Tupelo. Today it was about 20 degrees cooler, and as you just saw in the video, it was pouring, like stupid pouring. I don't know if you can see it in the mirror there, but yeah, it's still stupid pouring back there, and it's black, and the skies are angry, and it's bad. It's a bad deal. Bad deal. Don't want none of that. All right, I'd say we're about 130 miles from Birmingham. So I got to make my first decision whether. Okay, it's not really a decision. The decision is to either go through Atlanta or to go down to Montgomery. And the right answer is always Montgomery. So heading south. You know, I have stopped at this love so many times now. Feels like I should have my own parking spot. You know, I would almost say Birmingham has gotten as bad as Atlanta, but I can see trees and nobody's tried to shoot me yet, so I'm still got to keep going through Birmingham. All right, we made it through Birmingham, and now we're just trying to run the gauntlet towards Montgomery. And somehow keep all the GPSs from trying to make me go through Atlanta. That's the most important thing. Oh, look, I got some storm clouds up there. See if we can avoid those at all costs. I think we'll be fine. Believe me? You believe in me? I believe in me. Last time I went through here, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and there were deer everywhere. So you can see now where all those open fields, that's where all the deer were laying in these people's yards. Deer are, they're not scary, but deer are smart, but they can be startled. So yeah, when they're laying down like this in these fields, they're not going to jump across the road. Usually when they're jumping across the road is during hunting season or if something's chasing them. But when they're laying like this, they're just going to stay. But it doesn't keep you from being a little bit freaked out that there's a bunch of deer on this side of the road. All these eyeballs staring at you. It takes a little out of you. You know, this is my favorite time of day to ride. Nice and cool. It's probably about 75 right now. In the shade, back roads, little swooshies. Not too much light. You can see everything. Everything looks cool and calm. Not a lot of traffic. And there's cows. Only thing that could make it better is a lake or a river. And there's a lake way over there, but that don't count. Any of you guys that are wondering how bright these lights are, the setup, it's this bright. Yep. That's the bright, that's off brights. I say they work just fine. $80 on Amazon, go watch the video. Well, I have made it to Eufaula, and anybody ever been through this city knows the weird traffic pattern that goes through it. Eufaula, Alabama. It's basically you're driving around town square, making circles and making squares around town square. It's easier to ride through this town at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll just go ahead and say that. Eufaula is where you, oh, by the way, welcome to Georgia. Eufaula is where you cross the Chattahoochee, where you know. On the other side of town is Georgetown, Georgia. Okay. Anyhow, I don't know if I could get them on camera, but there are deer everywhere. If I can get some eyeballs. Probably gonna watch the wrong side of the road and they're gonna run across from the other side. Alright, I better stop this. Yeah, I hope those showed. Yeah, there are deer all over the place here. And this is the town that has a huge town square that you have to drive around. I know I said that about the other one too. Okay, that's a yield, not a stop sign. What are you doing? I think he's drunk. I think the guy in front of me has been driving really slow. He's pretty drunk. Anyway, Andrew College is here. There's a city square that you got to drive around. I don't know, cool little town, little college town. Okay, it's Cuthbert, Georgia, because it says so on the water tower way up there. Now you know. You're welcome. About an hour and a half to the hotel. I was going to stop and try to get something to eat maybe, but now I just want to get to the hotel. And I'm glad I decided not to try to push all the way through. It's getting a little breezy. Hope you guys can see this. I think the speed limit is 55. Possibly. Alright, so it's going to be raining in the morning when I leave the hotel, but it's going to be 70 degrees. So I think I can manage. Guess I can show you guys how much light the new Sasquatch lights puts out. So without them, with them. Without them, with them. There you go. Alright, I'm about 40 minutes from the hotel and feeling pretty good. And this is the point where you would probably say, I could probably make it all the way to the camp out. It's only another 4 hours. But that's where you'd be wrong. Well, you might be right, but I'm not going to do it. Because the sun just went down a couple hours ago. I'm feeling great. I'm like, I can do this. But in reality, this is about the time I start getting tired. Sun's down, it cools off a little bit. This is not where you want to be at the end of your trip. Cooling off, slowing down, mellowing out. It's a big difference in a 12-hour trip when you have about 4 hours left at the end of it that are daylight. Then the last 4 hours of the day are dark. So about 4 hours after the sun goes down, you need to be finding a place to sleep. So it is 10 o'clock right now. I did not set forgot to daylight savings time the bike, and then I've also changed the time zone. So it's 10 o'clock right now. It'll be almost 11 by the time I get to the hotel, and it will be sleepy time. Well, actually it'll be eat time and maybe clean up time. We'll see. I want to wait till the morning to take a shower, but I know that I'll be groggy in the morning, and when I get up in the morning, I just need to pack my shit and go. Otherwise, it'll take me forever to get out of there. All right, I got about 35 minutes left to the hotel.
The next day.
I don't know what the heck I was thinking. So I'm in the hotel now, and it is, let's see if you can see that out there, out in the pool, but yeah, it's pouring hard. Who thought it'd be a good idea to come to Florida during a freaking storm? Yeah. No, I guess I did.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
All right, it finally let up enough where I think I can go load the bike now. I went to get up at 6 this morning, and well, I did get up at 6, and I looked outside, and the rain was trying to beat the windows in. It's about 7:30 now, and it's almost 8, and it doesn't look so bad now. So I got a little bit of window of opportunity to get out, so I'm gonna take it.
All right, so out of the hotel, breakfast packed up, everything's packed up even more. The funny thing about when you go on these trips is every stop you make, you find a better way to pack the bike. So I think I'm feeling very efficient right now. So I'm gonna get the bike gassed up. The rain let up a little bit. Let's see if it stays this way. It's just a little sprinkly right now, not compared to earlier where it was trying to break the windows down in the hotel. So I'm gonna get gassed up. We're gonna hit the road. Oh yeah, I guess I should probably call Mrs. Rainy Rider and let her know that I'm on the road. All right, so everybody keeps asking me, especially on days like this, which bike's better in the rain, the BMW or the Road Glide? And I've got some mixed things on that. I guess it depends on what kind of riding you kind of like to do. I have discovered that the Road Glide is better in like just oncoming rain. The Shield, as we all know, on the road, on the BMW, on the K16, just collected a lot of water, and eventually just couldn't see through it, which I'm a little tall. I could just kind of pop my head over it, but then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the windshield. This one is nice and low. It'll blow over the top of you. You get a little sprinkles on your helmet, but that's kind of to be expected. You got that on the BMW too. The best thing about this bike is my gloves. After riding 4 hours in the rain yesterday, my gloves were barely even wet. I'm talking like not even damp. They were like on the outside. And I think it's because of this. These here just block a lot of the wind that blows it around your hands, which on a hot day might be detrimental, but that's why I got the willy wings to blow air on me if I need it. As far as handling, this is going to come as a shocker. In windy conditions especially, the Street Glide is better in the wind because it's a lower bike. It's got a lower center of gravity, weirdly enough. I'm contradicting everything I ever said about Harleys. But it's true story. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's still early to say. I've had the bike less than a year. So time will tell, but right now, for what I'm doing with the bike at this moment in the last, 5 months or so, the Street Glide seems like a better bike in the rain. Now, here's where the BMW by far outweighs it, is dry storage space and accessibility to storage, and that's all in the trunk. I absolutely miss having a real trunk. Now, the waterproof bags, those are great. It actually is easier to carry it, and the waterproof bag carries more. But as far as accessibility, get to the gas station, need to lift it up, grab something out of the back, like some batteries or something. The trunk with a spread out space is a whole lot easier to access stuff, find stuff, than trying to stop, make sure you're in a dry spot, unroll the bag, keep getting everything in water in it. But like I said, that's a for now thing. Once I get a trunk for this thing, that won't even be an issue, because it will be easier to have. Like right now, behind me on the seat, I got the waterproof bag, and then on the luggage rack, I have the tent and sleeping bag and the blanket roll. So once I get a trunk on this, then the sleeping bag and the tent will go behind me on the seat, and which will probably pack down a lot easier, and then all the extra stuff will go in the trunk and the side bags. I will miss having all that extra room though, but for trips like this, it's worth it. All right, let's get back to your regularly scheduled rainstorm. It's picking up a little bit. It's like somewhere between sprinkling and not quite raining, just enough to be a little bit wearing on you for visibility, but not enough to actually mess up your driving or anything, if you've got the right gear, and I do. And if I didn't, I'd stop and get more. Okay, well, let's get to Valrico. Welcome to Florida. Normally I'd stop and hit up the Welcome Center and get a picture, but I'm already really late because of the storm, so I'm just gonna keep on going. Act like I'm not a tourist this time. Next time. With the kit I have on the bike, all the stuff I have done with the exhaust, the intake, the tune, what kind of gas mileage I get. So for this trip, which has been a combination of highway, country roads, and state roads, I am averaging 64 miles an hour and 49.1 miles a gallon, which is really good, especially for the kind of driving I do. Some of it off-road, some of it off-highway, on-highway. But yeah, that's really good. So if you thought doing stuff to your bike would, some stuff you can do will make it very inefficient. But as long as you have it done by a good technician that knows what he's doing, you're not going to sacrifice a lot of fuel mileage. My Sabre that I had, the 2004 Sabre I had, someone put a pipe on it, didn't really bother to get a good tune on it, so I went from getting 45 miles a gallon down to 25 miles a gallon. And that's pretty much what you can expect when you have someone do a modification on your bike that doesn't really know what they're doing. They're just throwing parts on it. So take my advice, get the professional work done, and you'll be much happier with it. You're welcome. Back into it. Thought I was clear. Am not. We just kind of got into a monster here. Trying to make it way over there where the blue part is. That's where I want to go. Just not the gray and black part. That's scary. Look at that shit. Holy crap. Yeah, so luckily that's blowing to my left, from my right to my left, so that's blowing out. Hopefully it won't come back. I get the feeling though this is gonna be the setup for this weekend. Yeah, that looks nasty. Yeah, but luckily it's low and we'll be through it in about 5 minutes. Probably. Possibly. Maybe. I found the sun and it's quickly going to disappear. The temperature did go up about 15 degrees all of a sudden, so now instead of slightly on the verge of shivering, now it's kind of hot. But judging from the skies, I'm about to dip back into a little chill spot. Motorcycle lane, just big enough for me. Weird car. Sure somebody likes it though. But hey, we're at a Wawa. So we're gonna do Wawa things. So that means we're gonna get some gas, get some food, probably take a dump. Get a nice cold frosty beverage. Well, I thought I was gonna get some gas. Getting off at Brandon now. I'm really looking forward to getting out of my garbage bags down there. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon, because it's getting hot now. There's no more rain, but there's plenty of heat left. So hopefully, yeah, I know I said I was gonna leave the pants on, but now I'm wishing I would have took them off because there has not been a spot of rain. But if I would have took them off, it would have poured. So I don't know, it's a gamble. Everything's a lottery. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But if you end up not getting unalived in the process, then I guess you win. You win the lottery. Good job. All right, guys. Here's the final moment of truth. Just got on Stearns Road. You know what happens after Stearns Road? Little Stearns Road, or as we have unofficially called it, Nick Minor Way. And along with it, if you didn't think I was really here, here's all the speed bumps. Oh, I like the way that this bike takes speed bumps. So I'm gonna guess that the wheelbase is a little longer on this one than what was in the K16. Hard to believe, but I think the K16 was a little shorter for agility and such. But yeah, this bike takes hills a little better. Actually, I'd have to have the wife on the back where I could throw her in the air a couple feet to see how much difference there actually is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Bloop. Notice I had a storm this morning. All right, minor little turn here. Storm drain. Remember the storm drain? Don't run into that because it'll trip you up. Take it slow through here, guys. There's kids playing. You got to be really slow coming through here. Don't be a menace. Don't be a menace. There's Josh's place. The Brep Star Garage, as it will be. And we're home, as the sign says. There's a lot of people already here. Let us find a place to park. I figured nobody knew who I was when I pulled up.
Really, incognito, dude.
Give me a second. Okay, so we got there, met everybody. Sorry I didn't film a whole lot because I was excited to see a bunch of people I haven't seen in a long time. But now I'm going to go see an old Navy buddy. We're going to go to the Stein and Vine, which is a popular Valrico-ish attraction. I don't know, is it actually in Valrico? It's somewhere here. Popular little eating joint with beer and, well, Stein and Vine. So they got liquor, obviously, and they got really good food. So we're going to partake. They came all the way up from Fort Myers to see me, so kind of feel bad about them coming all the way up here in this traffic to see me, but here we are. So I am going to head there now, meet my friends. Maybe we'll video the food. Why not? We'll video the food, and I can show you guys what we have. So if you've never been here before, it looks a lot like this. All it says is pub. And we're gonna go in. All right, I'm here with old Navy buddy Bryce. We met up. I said we were gonna talk about food. We did not because there was also beer involved. So I lost track of time.
We talked a lot about the Navy though.
We did talk a lot about the Navy and old stuff, and we kind of scared his wife about the things we did.
I was not scared at all. I was very entertained.
We scared her.
We talked about riding too. So.
We talked about motorcycles. We talked about beer. We talked to the waitress. Hi, you want to say hi? Hello. All right, so they got to get back. They got to go back to Fort Myers. I got to get back to the camp out and see what I'm missing. So I guess we'll meet you back at the camp out. See you in about 20 minutes.
See y'all.
Rain coming.